Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have reached our next country and our next destination, Malaysia. So we arrived earlier today and we are in, I guess I'll step back a little bit. Malaysia is split into two different islands or two different land masses. One is Peninsular Malaysia, which I think folks are generally more familiar with, and the other is Borneo, which is a separate island. And we are in Borneo, so we're in Borneo, Malaysia. We arrived today at the city of Kuching in the state of Sarawak. So we're going to be here for a few days exploring the city. There's a national park I think we're hoping to get to as well, and give you a quick sneak peek. It's a nice chill vibe so far. It's right along a river. We just got here, so we're just starting to walk around and explore right now. Our first meal in Malaysia. Found a nice little food court here, and we got ourselves some porridge. I got a chicken porridge. Amber got a fish one. So my stomach's been feeling a little unsettled since Uzbekistan, so hopefully this porridge can set me straight. Morning everybody, another food court for breakfast, and the first Sarawak laksa of the trip, supposedly the best style of laksa in Malaysia. So we'll see if that's true.
Okay, so we just finished our lunch, I guess brunch technically since we didn't have breakfast, at the food mart right behind our hotel. We had the Sarawak, what was it called? Laksa. I had the kolomi, and then added some pork satay at the end, and they were all very delicious. Pork satay was bomb, but it was a little too sweet. I really liked the kolomi best, and Nate of course liked his Sarawak laksa best. We'll see how it sits in his stomach in an hour.
Alright, so our first real tourist activity here in Malaysia and in Kuching is the Semenaga Wildlife Center. So this is a place where we can hopefully see some semi-wild orangutans. Borneo is one of the few places in the world you can see orangutans in the wild, so hoping to see that here. It was a long wait. We got here, I don't know, like 10 minutes after it opened, and there was already a long line. But we got through, and now we're walking to the area where you actually see the orangutans. Okay, wrapping up here at the Orangutan Rehabilitation Center or Wildlife Center, and it was good. We saw, I think, 7 or 8 orangutans, so definitely a success on that front. It was very crowded though, and yeah, it kind of detracted a bit, but hey, what can you say? People are gonna come. So it was also super cheap. It was $2 entry fee, which is ridiculous. But yeah, it was a successful first outing for us here.
Alright, we're having dinner at the seafood market. We just sat down at this random restaurant here because it seemed like there's a good amount of people. Ordered our first local fern and garlic and a fresh watermelon juice. We ordered a lot more food, so we will see.
more or less have clean plates here. Finished it all. Amber with a full mouth. What was your favorite?
I think maybe the fried oyster pancake. It's just like the crisp part is just perfectly seasoned. I actually really like the veggie. It's like a wild fern that's local here. I really like that too. And then the fish and the lobster prawn, is that what it was called? They were both really good too, but I think it's just the newness of these two kind of put it above.
For me, it was the lobster prawn. Super meaty in there. It was very nice. Okay, hey folks. Another day here in Borneo, in Sarawak. Today we are at Bako National Park. It's a national park about an hour, north of Kuching. So we left this morning, took an hour bus to get to the boat port, and then you have to get here by boat. That's the only way here. So then took about a 20-minute boat ride here, which was very nice. Some great kind of landscape and scenery on the boat ride. And now we are here. So as you can maybe see around me, it's very foresty, rainforesty. And so we're gonna walk around, hopefully see some wildlife and some scenic views. The main attraction, or at least what I'm hoping to see most, is the proboscis monkeys, which are the monkeys with the weird shaped noses. So hopefully we can spot a few of them today. Okay, just wrapped up our first trail. We did trail number 4. We saw a few proboscis monkeys, one somewhat clearly and then a bunch kind of hidden in the trees. So we got some sightings, not the best. Hopefully we can see them a little closer. Also got a nice beach view and yeah, just kind of a nice jungly path. It was actually a little more difficult than I thought. I thought it'd be a nice easy stroll, but it was a little up and down over rocks and stuff. So it was fun. One thing we definitely did get though is a lot of sweat. You can see my shirt, I don't know. It's not even that hot, but the humidity just drenched. I think we're both drenched in sweat, so I guess that's what you get when you're trekking in the rainforest. All right, we're on our second trail. Trail number 2. And all right, welcome back. Day 3 in Malaysia. We are now in Mulu, which is a very small city. I think or not even a city, I'll call it a town, less than 1,000 people, right outside of Mulu National Park, which is where we'll be spending the next 6 or 7 days. We'll be here for a bit. It's very jungly. We're in the middle of the jungle here. And yeah, the attractions here are the Pinnacles hike, which we are going to start tomorrow. It's a 3-day trek up to the Pinnacles, which are these big, black, jagged rock formations that just jut out of the ground. So we'll do that. And then there's a bunch of caves here as well, which are, I think, the other main attraction. So should be a pretty eventful couple days. Right now we're just walking out looking to find some food.
Bamboo Cafe. 4 things going at once. My food is here. Fried rice noodles.
All right, we're starting the Pinnacles Trek. First thing, boat ride to the trail.
Okay, we go down.
made it past the boat ride. It was very nice. Great views, very dense forest out here. And now we are at the trekking part, and definitely a trail, but also very dense and thick. So it should be a fun one. Alright, made it to Camp 5. Just got a quick shower. This is where we'll be sleeping tonight. Nice sleeping pads. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a quick lunch and then I'll show you around the camp. Alright, here's the campsite. It's quite nice actually. A little river running through, take a swim. Bunch of clothes hanging up. A huge cliff there. Weather looks maybe a little suspect in the distance, but yep. So we'll be here 2 nights. Alright, I don't know if you can see me, but it's just before 6 in the morning, and we're about to take off on the Pinnacles Trek. Probably won't film too much on the way up, given there's time cutoff checkpoints, so gonna be real focused on getting up there and the times required, and safely. It's supposed to be pretty steep and dangerous as well, so hopefully we see you at the top and can show you what's up there. First stop, 900 meters.
Yeah.
Sweaty.
Yes. Because I actually also allergic to beaches. That's why.
So it's been about an hour since I started descending from the top of the pinnacles. The guides were really urging us to go. I think they're just always worried about time, and according to them, apparently it looks like there might be some rain coming because there's some cloud coverage, and it's going to get a lot harder to climb down once it rains. But it's a little strange because Nate and I ended up having no one else in our group, so we actually have a guide to ourselves. But he's been kind of MIA the whole time, showing up to places like, I don't know, a lot later than I get there, even in this case, and then he was urging me to go down. I'm kind of going down by myself. As you can see, there's no one around me. There was a group that left a little earlier. They're nowhere to be seen, and I thought my guide was going to be going down with me because they keep harping about how dangerous it is to go down, but nope. And it's actually not too bad going down. It's definitely slippery, you have to be careful, but I'm taking it slow and steady. But yeah, I do keep thinking that the guide is not really being a guide, because if I slip and fall, I don't know how long it would be before anyone finds me. I made it down the Pinnacles. Still got a little bit of a walk back to Camp 5, but I'm exhausted. I don't think I've ever sweated that much in my life. And that downwards descent was definitely brutal.
All right, so as you may have seen, Amber took over as I had to turn back. I woke up this morning with a little bit of a sore throat and thought I'd be able to power through it, but about halfway up, my body just was not right and not feeling it. So I turned around, and unfortunately I think I'm sick again. Sore throat, a bit of a fever. So that's unfortunate, but Amber crushed it, so that's good. And we are last night here back at Camp 5. Got some thunder clouds and rumbling in the background. So we'll stay here tonight, and then tomorrow we head back to the river and then back to the main town for some more exploring of the national park. So that's it for the Pinnacles Trek. I'm sure Amber did a good job showing you guys that, and I'm glad at least one of us made it up. Alright, we're back from the Pinnacles Trek at our new homestay, Mulu Village. Stayed here last night and we'll be here an additional 3 nights. Today we are off on a cave tour, doing the Deer and Lang Cave, I believe. I'll correct that later if that's not right, but I think that's what we're doing. So yeah, Mulu, I think I mentioned, known for some huge and amazing cave systems, so we're checking those out today, and should be exciting. I, unfortunately, am definitely sick, so battling, or playing a little injured today, but hopefully I can tough it out. I would say, would definitely recommend if you come here, pay the extra for the air-conditioned room. We haven't had an air-conditioned room in, I think, 4 nights, and we have 3 more nights without it, and it's brutal. The heat, the humidity, just never comfortable. So next time, definitely shell out the extra bucks for the AC. I think it'd be totally worth it.
This is our last full day in Mulu, and I've come over to the park this morning to just check out some trails and explore. Nate's still feeling a bit under the weather and recovering, so he stayed in. I'm headed to the treetop tower, so hopefully I can see some birds there. These are the lodges inside the park, pretty nice. Alright, I've reached the treetop tower. It is indeed locked. A lot of stairs to get to the top. Hopefully I see something good. Fortunately, forgot my binoculars.
Okay, I'm back after being out sick the last couple days. Thanks to Amber for taking over and showing you guys around the park. Today's our last day in Mulu and our last day in Sarawak. So we're gonna wrap the video up here. I would say it's tough for me to give kind of a full review of Mulu here, just given I was sick for a lot of it. I think the combination of the humidity, my sickness, and the lack of AC just kind of made me maybe not have the best time here, but can definitely see the appeal. The caves are cool. The night walk we did, I think that was probably one of the highlights. Pinnacles, I didn't really make it to the top, so I can't really say too much about that. I would say if you're not doing the Pinnacles, probably 4 days is a good amount to spend here. I think you can see a lot and get a lot in 4 days. But Amber definitely did and saw a bit more. So Amber, a few quick words. What are your thoughts on Mulu?
Yeah, I mean, I think Mulu is really great.
It's a very, very dense rainforest. You see a lot of cool plants endemic to Borneo, and just walking around in the park by the headquarters I think is definitely worth it as well. Although if you're big into animals, you don't see as many animals here. And the caves are really great too, so I agree 4 days here would be great. I think the Pinnacles are probably worth it if you like climbs, because it is definitely a hard one.
Cool, so we are now off to Kota Kinabalu, off to Sabah, so the other Malaysian state in Borneo, where we'll be spending about a week or so. We'll be doing a river cruise and some snorkeling, an island, and some beach time. So look forward to showing you that in our next video. But that'll be it for Sarawak. See you next time.